What's up, people? I am off to bail out Rook once again. I was going to take a couple days off, but don't look like I'm going to get any time off. It is a cool 32 degrees this morning. So y'all stick around. Let's see what he's got going on. So y'all, I want y'all to look here. This dude has done went and rented a D6K. He called me this morning, asked me if I wanted to work, and I thought he was going to ask me if I wanted to come work for him cutting trees and stuff. He said no, he was going to dig his pond. Said he had a dozer sitting out here. Lord have mercy, they're already making a mess. They're piling stuff up right where the levee's got to be. Oh me, what am I gonna do with him? He said he had that thing rented, so I said okay, well maybe I'll come help you. I didn't want to do this without a haul truck, but this is what happens when your brother-in-law has ADD. He can't sit still, he can't wait. So let me get them lined out before they keep costing him more money. All right, y'all, I got the D3 here. They've been at it for a couple hours now. Feel like they've got some progress made. Rook got the tree mech down here. Ain't no telling what he's doing with that, but I'm gonna get this thing unloaded and go talk to him and get a game plan together. All right, so they've actually got some good ground opened up back here since I left this morning. We got to get all this stuff because this is right where the levee's going to be. I could kill you sometimes.
Yeah, that ain't bad, is it? You know what they say, in all toil there's profit, but mere talk turns to poverty. So here we are tolling.
So you rented the D6.
We got a 326 on the way. Not really. I've called them about it. We need to start digging.
So what's the plan?
If we get 3 or 4 operators going, we liable to build a 1/4 acre pond in a week.
A week? We got 2 days.
All right, 2 days. I'm gonna call the 360, the 362, or 326 in.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna go over here and start laying this other topsoil back.
Yeah.
Ryan, Rook's brother's in the D6 there, so I said we're just trying to get room to waste this dirt out back here and start burning this stuff so we can start digging the pond out, because once we start we can't stop on that. Showing rain in 2 days, but we don't know.
Rain today.
Yeah, it's showing rain today, but it ain't rain to drop. So I'm gonna get over here and start. Ryan's already got a lot of the topsoil on that side pushed up, so I'm gonna start over here, get me a stockpile probably right in there in front of the trucks just to get it out of the way. All right guys, guys, I'm gonna start stripping this topsoil and stuff off. Ryan has already got a lot of it, but I'm gonna clean this bottom up through here. Just try to clean this up so we've got, so I can tell where I'm at anyway. This ground right here is pretty uneven, so just gonna try to shape it up and get down to where I know there's good clay. Sit there and bog the dozer down where it doesn't move at all, instead of just taking clean passes that you know the dozer can handle. It's not like that I didn't try to take a big a bite as I could. It's just I don't understand, you know. It's not like I'm meaning to only take a couple inches. That's kind of what I've already figured out, that's all the dozer's going to take of that material. Y'all can see here that I'm able to push a lot more dirt than where I was. This is clay, but it's not near as hard as what that dirt was. Y'all worrying about the paint on my blade when you're really worried about the wrong things. I know some of y'all get it though, you know, the ones that has actually ran a dozer, y'all understand. This is a finished dozer, first of all. It's not just gonna take all that much material. Some of y'all know that too. But y'all act like this, some of y'all act like this is a D8 or a D9 that's supposed to just move 20 yards of dirt at a time. This dozer right now has 157 hours on it. And I'm gonna say at least 110 of those hours it's had a root rake on it. The rest of those hours was Jimmy riding around drinking beer, listening to the radio. I just don't like running a machine and it just sitting there struggling the entire time. So anyway, that's enough about that, you know. I just get aggravated sometimes. People make just really dumb comments when they just don't have a clue really what I'm dealing with. Just like that right there. When you start getting in clay and it starts diving down, that means you're taking too much. You can't take all that much. Why sit there and chop the ground all to pieces and cause a bunch of washboard and, you know, do what the machine can handle. I'd rather take 2 clean swipes than I had 1 jagged and struggling swipe. I said that was enough of that. Here I am rambling on. I'm getting down to pretty good clay right there on that cut, so I'll keep walking over. Rook and them's got their headsets on. I don't know if my headset will communicate with theirs, even though they are the same type brand or the same company anyway. I don't know if the newer ones will communicate with the kind I have. Like that right there, bunch of washboard, and I can't stand that. I can't stand having to back up over that and try to work with that stuff. I'd rather keep a clean cut all the way across. That's just me though. I'm sure somebody's gonna say I'm wrong. Thing I like doing is starting in the side of the cut right there, and that helps walk that edge over. give Rook's brother a hard time. He's over there knocking trees down right where they're just laying trees right back in his own path. They should be laying them out, pushing them out away. Bunch of tree guys out here trying to build a pond, y'all. But they are hard workers, I will say that. They will. No matter if they really know what they're doing or not, they will work. That's all that matters, really. You can get them headed in the right direction, they'll work. I just like to give them a hard time because they give me a hard time. When I get down to clay, I'm just taking a little skim coat off just to make sure I've got good material to actually build the dam with. It looks like his topsoil is pretty thick in here, which I figured it was going to be. It's kind of hard to tell the difference, but you can tell the difference in the color of the dirt. It's like right in here, that topsoil is pretty thick. I'm gonna keep stripping this stuff back and try to get at least all this side stripped off, piled up before dark anyway. we're getting some dirt pushed around here. We're just trying to get our stockpiles out of the way. We got the fire over there going. I don't think it's doing just too great right now, but I'm gonna have to think about this for a minute. I wasn't planning on building a pond today, but trying to think the most economical way to do it with the equipment we have. I'm probably going to get the dump truck over here. I'm about to go get the 313, go ahead and move it over here. That way I can help them get these trees and stuff out of the way. But we got to get all the dirt out of the pond, basically all the topsoil first. I got me a good little pile right over there. I started. I'll probably end up moving it around after the levee is up to where it's supposed to be, and then put on top of the levee and all that. So I've got to get some fuel to put in there because that thing's about out. So I'm gonna talk to this fool for a minute. All right, y'all, I know this video is kind of maybe a little bit short. Like I said, I wasn't planning on building a pond today. I'm gonna have to think about this before we get too far ahead. But Rook there, you know, when he gets ready to do something, he just does it. But I'm gonna try to save him some money and keep from backtracking so much. So I'm gonna go get the 313, and I'll come back out here tonight and try to get that fire. That Mini X is doing all it can do. Them trees are pretty tall, but I'm gonna go get the 313, get it brought out here, and try to get a game plan on this thing. Man, I kind of got one, but I tell y'all what, brother-in-laws, what are they good for? So anyway, y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.